yeah, so for this video, I just wanted to do like a cozy little chatty sit down video. I feel like my last few videos just with like preparing for the shop and like getting all my shit done for the launch and whatever, it was all very like frantic, very stressy, very like full. I was like doing lots of stuff and I miss, you know, slowing down and having chats and whatever. So yeah, for this video, I just kind of want to go over some reflections that I have had since my shop has gone live. If you're new here, hello, I'm Leecha. I'm an artist, I illustrate and design for a living, and I just launched my shop, my online shop, last week. It went a lot better than I thought it was gonna go. I got some footage of when I, you know, did the launch, and so I'll show it now just to preface it. I look a little like dead because I had a tattoo appointment earlier that day, so like my arm was all wrapped up and I was like still tired and reacting to the needle trauma to my skin, but the shop had to launch, so here's the clip. Okay guys, I look like this because I had a tattoo session today. I'm a cyborg right now with my little bandage, but it's time to go live with the shop. I'm sweating. 4:54, I'm gonna take the password off of my shop. Okay, now I'm gonna test it to see if it's live. It's live. Okay, there's a story, ready to go, looking cute. Okay, one more minute. Should I just post it? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, it's live, I'm gonna post it. Oh, I'm gonna post it. Okay. Okay. I posted it. Wow. Wow. What? Wait, I already got an order? Wait, what? I already got an order? Aw. Aww. Holy shit. Wow, okay. It's live. We did it, guys. Oh, wow. What a feeling. Guys, what the fuck? I feel like I'm gonna cry. This is so nice. What? I've already gotten 4 orders and it's been up for like 3 minutes. Like it's only 4 orders, but like holy fuck. It's so crazy to think that like, you know, I just like make all this stuff. Jesus, what? I just make all this stuff in my little office at home, and then I made prints and people are spending actual money on it and they want it. And that's crazy. Wow, I did not expect this. But thank you. Thank you to anybody who is ordering from my shop. Holy shit. I didn't think it meant this much to me, but I guess it does. Wow. So yeah, it went really well. It went a lot better than I thought it was gonna go. And yeah, I got emotional about it. I really wasn't expecting as many orders as I got. Like I wouldn't say that the shop like, you know, did tremendous and I sold out of everything and blah, blah, blah. It was a very like, you know, good, moderate launch and opening. I think in the first day or something, I got like 30 orders, which is way more than I expected. I honestly was preparing myself to get like 2 or something, 2 to 10 if I was lucky. So to see that like people were legitimately like interested and they like wanted to give me money for my art and they like wanted to own my art, it really was touching. And it like, I was overwhelmed with the support, and everybody was so sweet and so nice in their little comments and whatever. And yeah, it was a lot. I don't know how to talk about this. Yeah, I don't know. It made me like realize that I feel like I have a very low opinion of myself, or like I tend to keep my expectations low and my opinion of myself low so that I don't get disappointed. Or I don't know, maybe it's low self-esteem, maybe it's a defense mechanism, maybe it's Maybelline, who frickin' knows. But yeah, when I saw the response and I saw like a bunch of people ordering my stuff and like showing me with their wallets that they actually like what I have done and they like want to support me financially, which is like, I don't know, like the most legitimate way to show that you fucking believe in something is to put your wallet on it. And to have that trust from people, it just, I don't know. I'm gonna cry. Like it means a lot, and it made me realize like I feel like most people do this. I tend to not give myself enough credit for things. Like when I work really hard on something, I tend to like downplay it, like, oh, it wasn't that big of a deal, whatever, because I just fucking did it, right? So in my mind, like if I just can do something, it's not that crazy. Like it's not this huge achievement because I did it. Like it wasn't a big deal. Which is completely like underplaying my my efforts or whatever. But like same with the shop, you know, me preparing for it, me like doing all of this stuff, me making sure it was perfect to launch. I guess I didn't want to give myself credit and like admit to myself that like I was, you know, putting in a lot of work on this, because if it didn't go well, then I didn't want to be disappointed. I didn't want it to be like, oh my god, I worked so hard on it and then look, nothing happened. So maybe that's it. I don't know, but it was really insightful and really like, I don't know, it was a lot. So that's how it went. If you put it in order, if you checked it out, if you said anything nice to me, I really appreciate it. Wow, I didn't mean to like cry right off the bat in this video, but I guess here we are. Yeah. Thank you. It's crazy, you know? I got lots of orders from people that like I don't even know. I've never like interacted with, and they supported me and they wanted my stuff and they like legitimately, genuinely liked what I had to put out so much that they would buy it, you know, which is crazy to me. I don't I don't know. I can't comprehend. But yeah, thank you very much. If you said anything, did anything, I appreciate all of the sweet comments and the orders and whatever, and I hope you guys receive them soon. Holy shit, I hope you guys like them. If you're watching this, I've sent out all of the orders that came in during the initial launch. I'm gonna send out a few more today that I got afterwards. But yeah, if you're watching this, and I don't know, just keep an eye out. I'm worried that like some of the orders, like especially the international ones, like might take really long or get stuck in customs or I don't know, get lost, but just keep an eye out. If anything happens to them, you can email me. My email is on my shop website in the FAQ section. So go there and then whatever, I'll try and figure it out for you, but it should be fine. Okay, so yeah, another point that I wanted to say is that like I feel like I like with selling my art and like doing commissions every once in a while when I do them, or you know, this like selling prints of my stuff or like doing client work, whatever, this is how I make money, right? This is how I make my living. And so it's become very like transactional and very like, I don't know, it's just business. I'm just selling services and I don't know, pretty stuff. And so it's kind of like become associated with just like, this is just a normal process. It doesn't mean anything, but you know, selling my prints and selling these artworks that I spent time on and I've, you know, really come to love. I don't know, like it's personal work. I feel like it really has shown the impact of that and made me realize that like doing this and like selling these prints, even though they're just like copies of my art that I've made. I don't know, it's a lot more meaningful to me than I thought, you know? I don't know, sometimes I can have like this kind of like cynical perspective or like way of looking at my own work and my own art practice, and I just think like I'm just gonna draw something pretty and then hopefully people like it. This has kind of shown me that like it's more than that, and it means more to me than that, you know? It's like selling these things are like coming directly from me, like it's a piece of my soul. I created it myself, separate from any like client prompt, separate from anything else. I just thought of this idea and I made it, and then I sold it, and then people wanted it. And so that whole like progression, I don't know, it's like, it's beautiful. It's magical. It feels extremely like a lot. And I don't know. I can just like gush and ramble about this forever, so I'm gonna stop myself. But yeah, thank you again for the overwhelming support. I feel so lucky and grateful, and yeah, I hope you all love what you receive. And I hope it gets to you okay. Depending on the postal system is like very anxiety inducing. Okay, moving on, guys, moving on. Okay, let's talk about like actual things now. We'll move on from feelings, maybe we'll come back to that, but whatever. Okay, so YouTube. So I feel like if I wasn't documenting my process as I was preparing for the shop and like announcing the little milestones that I was having, and like having you guys follow along with the process of me like getting to the point where I could like launch and open my shop, I feel like it would have taken me way more time, and I would have procrastinated more, and I wouldn't have been as involved as I was if you guys weren't watching. So thank you. I feel so grateful to have an audience that gives a fuck about what I'm doing, which is kind of crazy. I know I'm like super small, like relatively small, but still, like if I think about it, you know, if my video gets like 1,000 views, that's still like 1,000 views. That's a lot. That's a big number of people that are tuning in and like giving a shit about me. So that's kind of wild. Thank you for that. So I feel like if I were to do it again, I would definitely still document the process of the whole like shop prep, shop launch thing. It was a lot of added extra work and stress and whatever, but I feel like it was worth it. I think from start to finish, when I announced that I was gonna do the shop launch to launching was about a month. And I think that's pretty good, considering like opening a shop is something that I've wanted to do for a really long time, and I've never like gotten myself to do it. Having this YouTube series and like having these, you know, release dates for these vlogs and like having those as deadlines has kind of pushed this along and created a sense of urgency for me. So yeah, those are my thoughts on YouTube. Stressful, kind of, a lot, yes, but good and helpful and worth it, I think. Okay, let's get into expenses. So overall, I need to like get the exact numbers, and I'm planning on doing a video down the road a little bit when I'm a little bit more well-versed in the whole shop thing and have a little bit more advice to give. But yeah, I want to make a video outlining step by step the freaking bullet points, okay, that, you know, I did to launch my shop. Every single thing that I did, every single thing that somebody else might have to do if they want to launch their shop. And then in that video, I'm going to get into like the nitty gritty of like my expenses, what I spent money on, why, if it was worth it, whatever. But just big picture, I spent around $1,600 Canadian. When, if we go back to my first episode, I think, of my shop prep, I was budgeting around like 1,000. I was thinking that if I said like I'm gonna spend 1,000 to get this shop up and running, that would be enough. But surprise, surprise, you know, it's always more than you think. And that is to say, like, I spent a lot of money on things that weren't necessarily essential to launch. Like I spent lots of money on nice to haves, like my stamp was an expense. I just wanted that because I thought it was cute and it would be cute for my little packages. I bought a bunch of shipping supplies, mailers, things like that in bulk. So I still have lots. So that expense is gonna kind of run me for a long time and it's going to pay off over time. And then my PO box, I rented for a year. It is cheaper to get it longer, and I'm just going to have it consistently. So that's another expense. That's a bit more upfront. And then, yeah, like other things you don't think about, like your website fees. You need to upgrade to a commerce plan if you're not already on a commerce plan, which is a little more expensive. And things like stock. How much stock do you want to get? I was trying to be very moderate. I feel like what I did buy was a good amount. I bought around 25 of each product, 50 each of the stickers. And like I still have a decent amount of stock left. Some items are more popular than others, whatever, but I feel like that was good. But it all depends on like what's available to you. Some print shops have higher minimums and that can like add to your expenses or whatever. So yeah, I would say like whatever you think you're gonna spend, times it by like 1.5 or 2 to get the real number. Because things add up quickly and you want to be prepared for that. Yeah, I feel like, I don't know, to me, like, it seems like a lot of money to, like, put into something that, I don't know, like, I haven't made back that money yet in sales, but to me, like, because this shop thing is a thing that I've, like, been wanting to do for so long, and I just, like, this whole process has been so joyful, and then being able to launch and, like, send my stuff out to you guys and whatever, even though I'm technically still in the red and I haven't made a profit, all of these expenses that I've paid for, that I've invested into being able to launch my shop, it's all kind of like things that I would want to buy anyways, you know what I mean? Like I don't see it as something that puts my number into a negative that I need to make back up. Like it's just something that I would want to spend money on anyways, if that makes sense. So it doesn't hurt as much, I guess. Is that girl math? I don't know. It's kind of like how when I buy art supplies or something, technically it's a business expense because I need those art supplies to create the art that I'm making for my client, which is it's my service, it's how I make money. But like I don't see it as just an expense. I see it as like an exciting like thing that I would buy for myself anyways, I feel like that's the blurred line between like making money doing something adjacent to what you love doing anyways, and like your whole kind of life is revolved around that. So you're happy to spend money on it, I guess. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah, that's how I look at it. So I'm not like in a super rush or anything to turn a profit right away. I know that like the things that I've invested in will stay with me for a long time and I'll use it up and whatever, and it'll all come full circle and make sense eventually. Okay, so let's talk about anxiety. We're going back to feelings a little bit. So this whole process has been very exciting, very fun. Looking back at it, like I'm very glad that I did it. But it's also been a very like anxious and kind of stressful time, especially the week leading up to the launch. In my last episode, the episode 4 video, that was like the most stressed that I've been in a while because of like external factors. It was a lot. And I feel like when I did launch, I was like anxious and like sweaty and like, and I clicked launch and whatever. And then the orders started pouring in, whatever. And I felt so loved and I felt so supported and all these emotions were coming and they were all positive, but also there was like a twinge of anxiety. And especially when I was like packing, a couple days later, I spent an entire day packing 30 orders basically, which it shouldn't have taken that long. I was, figuring a lot of things out with like my label printer and figuring out like postage and whatever. And I was being very careful to, get everybody's orders right, make sure I wasn't missing anything and like writing little notes and things like that. So I took a lot of time initially to make sure that everything was perfect, and hopefully it is perfect when it gets to you guys. But yeah, all of the positive emotions were kind of mixed with this overall anxiety that like you get a bunch of orders in, it's beautiful, it's wonderful, people are supporting you, but now they've given you their money, they've given you their trust, and now you have to live up to that, and if you don't, they'll be disappointed. And like me being the fucking people pleaser that I am, and I'm working on this, it's difficult. It's going to be a lifelong journey to get over this part of myself. I hate disappointing people, and I know that's not unique to me. Like, obviously you don't want to disappoint people, especially when they show you support and trust and love. But yeah, it's just like this little ball of anxiety underneath all of the positive, happy, good feelings that I feel like will always kind of live there as long as I'm running the shop, because it's all good and well. You know, I'm sure like 99% of my orders will go well and be fine and be delivered safely and undamaged. Holy shit, I hope. But there's always that worry in me that like, if it doesn't go perfectly, then the person who put their trust in me will be disappointed. And I know that like, of course, like if something goes wrong, people can contact me, we can figure it out, we can fix it. I will send out like replacements, whatever needs to happen. But even just like it not going perfectly the first time kind of taints the experience. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's tough. It sucks when you're anxious about things that are like completely out of your control, but it's just the way that my little anxious brain works sometimes. And I know that like over time it'll get easier as I like gain more experience like selling things and dealing with things, and any problems that do arise, I know that I can sort it out and it'll be fine. But yeah, I just really, it's a lot. It's a lot for people to, you know, show that they support you and then something happens that they're not 100% completely satisfied and thrilled. So yeah, that was just a thought that I had that I wanted to share, that I didn't think about before the shop launched. I feel like I've discovered a lot of things that I didn't think about doing this. When you imagine yourself like running an online shop and like selling your art online, you know, you think about the like packing orders and the like, I don't know, selling things and whatever and having a great time, but you don't think about like all of this extra stuff that comes with it. I guess it's unique to each person's like psychology or whatever, but yeah, those are just things that I've kind of reflected on since. So yeah, that's about it. That's all I really have to talk about in this little reflections video. Like I said, I am going to be making a video in the future that's like more of a guide and more of a like how-to kind of thing with like shop prep. But yeah, like I said, I want to learn a bit more, you know, maybe fail a little bit and then learn from my failures, give myself some time to do that, and then come out with some advice for you guys if any of you are looking to open an online shop. I'll try and be as detailed as I can. I feel like through this process, I've learned a lot, and I've, you know, had to take a lot of steps that I didn't initially think that I would have to, you know? So I feel like that will be interesting to share with you guys, or if you guys are interested. But yeah, so for my shop, it's currently open at the time that this video is being uploaded. I'm going to keep it open until the morning of December 23rd. So yeah, I'm going to keep it open until just before Christmas. And then when I wake up on the 23rd, I don't know what time I'm going to close it. I'm just going to go and then like just shut it off. And yeah, I'm going to close it for the rest of the year and have a little break, you know, give myself some time. This has all been like a lot, but now it's, you know, now it's the holidays, and I love a cozy little chill vibe in December. So yeah, I'm excited for that. And yeah, I feel like that's kind of how I'm going to be running my shop. I think I want to like do intermittent like drops or releases. I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to sell more of the postcards that I have. The prints probably, because like those are, you know, a little bit more involved. Eventually I want to sell like larger versions of the prints, and like obviously I'll make more art and stuff like that. But for the postcards, like those were made for Alphabet Superset, and so I'm making more of those. I'm making more new designs and things like that. So I want to, you know, with each of my drops kind of have something new and kind of have things that kind of aren't there anymore. So there's this vibe of temperance. Is that a word? Temporariness? So yeah, not 100% sure on the strategy there, but if you want these postcards, they will be available, unless they sell out, until December 22nd. And then after that, no promises that I will sell them again. So, same with the stickers. So yeah, do with that information what you will. And that's all. Thank you so much, guys. This feels like such a full journey finally coming to a close, and it feels like such a relief that it went well and that it's running, and now I can like move on to new things and like go back to like normal vlogs where I'm not so like all the time, which I'm excited about. And yeah, I'm looking forward to everything. I'm feeling very grateful and very optimistic, and yeah, thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting me. And yeah, on to bigger and better things in the new year. Everybody have a really restful and cozy holiday season. If you can, try and be very kind to yourself and give yourself breaks and time to yourself. I know it's like a crazy busy season and time. You gotta do stuff with your families and whatever. But yeah, take time for yourself, take time to rest, and yeah, that's all. I'm saying this as if I'm like not gonna make any more videos for the rest of the year. That's not true. I'm gonna make a couple more videos, I think. They're just not gonna be like specifically shop related. So this is just to wrap up this little season, I guess, chapter. Thank you guys so very much for watching. As always, thank you for your support again. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And yeah, that's all for now. See you guys in a bit.